Julie?
It's okay, yeah, thank you.
Well done.
Oh, well done.
Is he proposing? Oh. Joking. I did. Oh, I was joking.
Wow, I haven't seen this in... That's the cat, he makes noises. I haven't seen this in a good 6 to 9 months maybe.
The video?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've watched the full thing. I mean, I watch bits and pieces when people ask questions or something, but not the whole lot.
Yeah, I haven't really watched it for a while.
Yeah. Why are we doing this?
We've had a lot of questions on YouTube regarding this video.
Yeah, we have. I think there was like 650 comments or something.
So I think we're going to do like a breakdown of the video, what we did, how we did it, what we brought with us. Yeah, just try to answer some of the questions from that you guys have asked.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, why don't we just start playing and see how we go?
Cool.
I love this. This is epic. This is my favourite part of the climb.
Which bit? The end.
What are we doing today?
Climbing the mountain.
Which mountain? Everest? No. Kinabalu. It's day one. We're waiting for all the other passengers first. Should be fun. So just quickly on that, we decided that we were going to catch our the taxi or the shuttle. Yeah, the shuttle from the hotel, which was in central KK, to the base of the mountain to start our climb. The drive was about 2 hours, wasn't it? And we actually spent half an hour waiting for one passenger who, I don't know what happened, but they just
Couldn't find them at a hostel or something. They disappeared.
Yeah, they just disappeared. Apparently they came later, whatever. But so 2.5 hours of sitting on that shuttle bus in the morning was probably not the best way to start the climb. And if some of you have seen some of the comments I've written, I will always recommend, or we will both always recommend, staying at the bottom of the park.
Yeah, at Kinabalu Park, yeah.
Yeah, instead of going straight on. So anyway, we'll keep going.
Well, I think because you're already a kilometre up from sea level.
Yeah, that's true. You
Once you're at the park.
Yeah.
And they actually recommend staying there to acclimatise before you climb.
Yeah, I agree. That's probably the number one thing I take away was stay at the bottom.
And his name was? What was it?
Josie.
Who asked that?
Oh, someone asked that. Who was it? What is your guide's name? He seemed really nice. Nyun asked that question to us, and he was really nice. Josie, he worked for Amazing Borneo, didn't he?
Yeah, I think that's where he came from.
Yeah, he was our tour guide through the whole up and down. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good. Hopefully we get him again next time. I think I had something in my mouth.
You were eating. Guys, it's the start of our climb.
No drone zone. Yes, you can't bring a drone. If you lose it, you're never going to find it.
So this means we started our climb at 9:46 Yeah, and people had started like hours before us, so we're early morning people. We wish we had started early, stay the night before.
Yep.
Yep. I feel like I was like a little deer in headlights at the beginning here. It was all nice and new and fresh, and then we found all the stairs. There were so many stairs. It's hard starting with steps. The squirrels were so cute. I think what was hard at the beginning too was everyone was excited, so people were really trying to like take off in a hurry, plus we were the last group of sort of like bunch of people that were heading up, and everyone was like, oh, I've got to get there quick. So they were pushing your pace a lot faster than you needed to be at the beginning, you know.
Porter.
Yeah, they are amazing creatures, amazing humans.
I think they go up 3 times a week or whatever it was.
Yeah.
They get paid per kg that they lift up there.
Yeah.
So the heavier it is, the more they get paid, but obviously more wear on your body.
Yeah, it's incredible. And then they have these straps around their head, and it's like, oh, how's your neck? It's really quite impressive.
Yeah, for sure.
They carried everything, right? They carried your water, your petrol.
Everything for the camp.
Yeah.
Everything that runs it, the food that goes up there.
And the rubbish that comes down.
Rubbish comes down, laundry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crazy. Amazing. You were carrying my bag.
Yeah, funny that.
That was a very useful pole. It's harder than I thought. I'm tired. Maybe it did not help eating nothing but sugar all week. No training. Actually, that's a good point, because one of the questions we got asked by Ombre Blue recently was what was our fitness level, and someone else asked about difficulty.
A lot of people, yeah.
What do you want to say about that?
Well, I'd say our fitness was average.
We hadn't done a lot of training in the lead up to the climb. Unfortunately, I had a little wrist accident in the gym, so I was scaling back on my training. Mike, on the other hand,
Yeah, 2 bulging discs.
right,
And I
2
was on
months.
lots of medication.
Yeah, 2 months beforehand, he could barely walk and was sort of crawling through the house, and we're thinking, oh my goodness, how are we going to do this trip?
Yeah, we almost didn't do it because of me.
It was
being
so
injured.
tentative the whole way leading up to it, but you actually found it really easy. I thought I would be carrying all the bags and helping you out with all your weight, but you ended up
Yeah.
carrying mine.
I think it's more of a mental one. It's more of
Yep.
a long marathon than a sprint. I think you just need to take your time and don't give up, because there's a lot of areas you could want to give up.
Yeah, I think if you know, I think like in my head, 5 kilometers for the initial part was, oh, that's going to be really quick. No problem. I can do 5Ks, right? Like, no problem. But I was not expecting that. So the mental battle of going, oh, okay, I am literally climbing big box jumps every single step was not a physical thing, but it was a mental battle of going, wow, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. And if you know it's going to take a while and you slow down and enjoy it a bit more, that's probably half the battle. So fitness level wise, we weren't really that fit
There
at that
are all
point.
sorts of people climbing and different age, a lot of different age groups.
Yeah. So I don't think fitness is something that should be too worried about, as long as you can
Reasonably healthy though, I mean.
Yeah, reasonable fitness, reasonable healthiness.
But it's more mental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. And no training.
The second part's actually better than the first. The first is all stairs. That was harder. These steep rocks.
Isn't it beautiful
easier.
though?
You know why that was easier is because it slowed us down, so we weren't as puffed, we could catch our breath.
Yeah, we weren't trying to rush because
When
it's
it's
not
just straight lines of stairs,
Yeah.
you're going to go quicker.
Good point.
But when it's ziggy-zaggy and all that sort of thing, you do take your time, so you get your breath back, which makes it feel easier.
Oh, yeah. A point I wanted to make, because you saw me using the pole, was we actually rented the pole at from Kinabalu Park themselves, and their suggestion to us was to just use one pole. And so there will be a number of instances where you can grab onto like guide ropes or something with your other hand. So they said one pole is probably better, and I would totally agree. I definitely used it, loved it. Yours was on the back of you.
That's just extra weight. I don't use it, I don't think at all.
No, maybe like for 5 minutes because you thought you needed it but decided against it.
Yeah.
I could have used yours and had two, but I actually was fine with the one. I thought that was perfect. What is PL? 800 meters to PL.
What is PL?
Panalaban.
Oh.
I always thought it was Laban Rata, so I was like, what's PL?
Yeah.
It's so funny to think about that now. Oh, stop. When you see this first hut, you're like, oh my God.
We're there.
We're here. This is it. I'm so happy. I've just been walking for 5 hours and I'm dying. But no, it's not. So don't get your hopes up. There's probably like another 300 meters or something right after this that you've got to
I don't
climb
know what that
through.
building was.
It was one of the pendant huts or whatever that you can stay in.
Okay. Yeah.
I would hate to have to stay there and go up and down every single night. Like
Yeah,
from,
to the restaurant.
yeah. All right, we'll keep playing. Oh, hi. I was so happy. Was I really seeing this?
Where are we?
Base camp. Laban Rata.
Oh, I can feel it. The climb was so easy for him.
Just a warm up.
Yeah. So we've arrived at Laban Rata, which is the base camp, after 5 hours of trekking or hiking up what was actually a lot harder than we imagined initially.
First hour was hard.
Oh, it's like doing box step-ups, like 30-inch super high box step-ups the entire way. It was just nuts.
Steps. Yep.
Yeah, and then it was really rocky and it felt never-ending.
Never leveled off at all.
We got up here, I needed like 15 minutes just to compose myself and make sure that, you know, I was okay, just a bit of quiet time, and had a super cold shower. Feel so much better, and now
No power.
no power.
It's no hot water, no lights.
Yeah,
Shower in the dark.
yeah.
Headlamps.
But I'm looking
What
forward
was
to.
that one?
So that's a good point, because someone thought that we were. I know they cancelled and deleted their comment after they wrote it, but someone actually thought that we were complaining about the cold water and no power. But to be honest, it felt so good.
The whole thing was fun. It was. They had a power glitch, and therefore there was no hot water, and it was not for long. But
Yeah, it was fun.
when I looked at this, I'm like, gee, I look like I'm complaining a lot.
No, you're just like, you give facts. That's all.
But it was good. Yeah, it was fun because I actually had my headlamp on my head in the shower
Yeah.
in the dark.
That was the first time we actually got to try the headlamps. So I didn't have any problem with it. And you know what? The cold shower, I mean, they tell you how reinvigorating
Kind
it
of woke
is.
you up. As
It
well.
was so good. And then you put on your warm clothes and you go down and you have like a hot coffee. Oh,
And the food was really good. Yeah.
food was amazing. And so there's absolutely no complaints at all. It was a wonderful experience. We just wanted people to realize, you know, you're not going up there to stay in a 5-star hotel. Everything that's up here is carried up by the porters, right? So it's hard work that's put it all together. So we could not be any more grateful for what we did have. So it's probably a good time as well to address some of the questions that we had around equipment, and also Noor Aisha asked us what apps did we use to edit this video.
Yeah, so as far as equipment, at this point here, when we got to, where is it?
Panalaban or Laban Rata.
Yeah, when we got to Laban Rata, it was the only time we used our big DSLR camera. Other than that, we never used it again. That's this one here. You can see.
That's the DSLR. And the rest of the time?
The rest of the time we used GoPro 6, or we used our iPhones.
That's it.
And there we go, back to focus. So I recommend definitely bringing GoPro because they're waterproof, or a camera like it. Because if it rains, you're never going to get out of DSLR because it's going to get wet and it's expensive, and your phone can get wet. So definitely a waterproof action camera, or if you're in a real big budget, just use your phone.
Your phones are fine, because what was good as well is your phones you could just slip in your pockets. If it rained too much, just slip it in your pocket. When it cleared up.
We put ours in plastic bags, didn't we?
Yeah,
Zip bags.
yeah, just like a sandwich bag, plastic sandwich bag.
Because when you do go up through the clouds, it actually does start to rain, so you will get wet. So always bring a jacket no matter what you think the weather's going to do.
Just a light waterproof jacket. Oh yeah, and the other question from Noor Aisha was about the apps that you use to edit the video.
iMovie on a Mac.
Yeah.
Or it comes free, just built in. Or there's probably software for PCs. If you record everything on your phone, you can just use your phone software to edit it.
Yeah. And
Also-
you get iMovie on your phone.
Yeah, also GoPro. If you use a GoPro or a different action camera, they'll have their own editing software that you can get online, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Tomorrow now, well, after we eat dinner, get some good photos, and tomorrow will be a super early start at 2 a.m.
Yeah, short hike to the top.
Yeah, and the trek down's going to be pretty interesting because I mean today it was raining and people looked like they were struggling a little bit, but at least we know that we'll have a nice few days relaxing in a resort after this.
And where do we stay? We'll put the link down below. Where do we stay?
Oh yeah, at the Guyana Marine Resort after. That was a great place to relax.
Yeah, really awesome. Yep.
To relax.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
How'd you find it?
Easy.
Easy? You were bounding on it.
You were bounding along.
Actually, somebody did mention, I saw, they mentioned about the prices of the food on that menu,
Yeah.
going that you're ripping people off, but for them to get it up the hill is a lot of time and money. So I think...
Instead of... Yeah, you have to like, pay someone to actually physically carry that, and
Walk
they're
it.
getting paid by the
Yeah.
weight to walk that all the way up there.
Nothing's flowing in, nothing's whatever, so...
Yeah, we didn't mind. I mean, really, all the food there was inclusive, so we didn't have to pay anything extra. It's only if you wanted something different, like...
Something extra, yeah.
I mean, we paid for the tea, and I think that's the only thing we paid for whilst we were up there. Oh, and maybe like one, what do you call it, 100 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, recovery drink.
This is perfect. Hot Starbucks.
That was a cool shot.
It's just beautiful. I feel like I'm still there.
There's lightning in the background if you look back.
In front you. So you guys follow me. Follow me. So you guys see the people?
Okay, yeah, it's good. Get a photo.
All right, great place to stop and just mention a couple of things. So we did get asked by Darren if we could rent the headlights from the park as well, or if they sold them. No, not that we know of. We only used the poles. We bought the lights ourselves. Just a quick note though, I know it gets cold up there, but really this shot here is where we wore the most amount of clothes, right?
Everything. We had thermal top, t-shirt,
Yeah, tank top,
jumper,
a thermal, a jumper, the waterproof
raincoat,
raincoat. We had our beanies on.
thermal socks.
Yeah, thermal socks, and we also had gloves, which you needed the gloves. So we started peeling off our layers within 5 minutes of walking. We really found that you didn't need a lot of the things. Some things were essential. Beanie always stayed on. Gloves, you definitely need some grip gloves for the night climb.
And waterproof gloves.
Yeah, grip to waterproof gloves. And the waterproof raincoats, the jackets were probably the best thing because they were windproof and waterproof. And that was like essentials other than like good hiking boots.
Yeah, within no 5 minutes of leaving here to go to the top, I was back down to thermal top and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Because you're heating up again.
Yeah.
So you just don't need all that gear on. So
Yeah. All right.
that's about it.
So I just wanted to stop again and just quickly say that he purposely slowed us down because obviously there's a lot of acclimatization in the climb towards the top. We've covered a lot of ground above sea level the day before. And then the last bit that morning, he wanted us to take it slowly. I mean, he's a professional.
basically follow his pace, like he said. And speaking of acclimatization,
Oh yeah, who was the guy? Joshua Teo said, "Did you take any prep medication for hiking?" Diamox.
That one.
Yeah. So the doctor gave it to us and said this will help us with the acclimatization. The problem is though, is when you take it, it makes you have to go to the bathroom a lot. So you can get dehydrated, and if you're dehydrated, you can get a headache. So for me, I wasn't sure how much access I would have to, like, you know, facilities and all of that climbing up the mountain, and there were plenty. So I actually didn't drink enough water and had a headache, despite the fact that I took the tablets. So if you do take them, please, please, please make sure you drink enough water. The other thing too was, because then I was dehydrated, I wasn't really hungry, so I wasn't eating. And that didn't help with your
Energy levels.
But Mike had something that we brought which was really good. This is perfect.
Have these goo gels. These are really good to have.
Yeah, it's energy.
It says carbs and it's easy to take. I bought up biscuits and
Yeah, we had all sorts of food.
and
Biscuits,
it was
energy
so
bars.
dry and I couldn't swallow it. But
Yeah. We didn't eat a lot of the food that we didn't eat pretty much any of the food that we brought up with us except for the goo gels.
they did supply food, which was good.
Yeah.
But I just found these are better. This and just water and maybe lollies.
Oh, you did eat the lollies.
Yep. Like, what are they called?
I don't know, they're like sugary jelly beans and
Things
snakes.
like jelly beans, just to get, you know, glucose, carbs, just to keep the energy levels up, but not be too heavy on you, you know, like you don't eat too much because then you
Yeah. You remember these from your running days.
feel sick.
That was good. Okay.
So what's it called?
The Sayat Gate.
Yeah, you have to reach that by 6 a.m. Otherwise you can't go any further because it'll take you too long to get up and too long to get down. So bit of a time limit, but
It was fine. We were there so early though.
yeah, we got there really early.
At what time was it? 4:53 or whatever it was.
Yeah, so yeah,
That
just a
wasn't
little
a
thing to think about.
Are you going?
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. He kept a good pace.
See here, I'm just in my thermal
and slowed
and
us down a
t-shirt.
bit.
Yeah, me too.
And you're in your, yeah.
That was fun. I like that.
So beautiful. I put my jacket on again because it was getting colder as you headed up towards the last
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it was so still, there was no wind.
Look at all those people up there. Wow.
Yeah, those are awesome shots. That weather was perfect.
Hey, I forgot to mention, we didn't really show, like we showed the top, and then what we need to add in is the photo of us where we actually...
Because somebody actually said, oh...
Did you make it to the top?
Did you make it to the top? Because there's no photo of us.
Yeah, we'll add that in so you can see we did make it to the top. Funny story was, as we were walking up that last little bit, it got cold, so we put our waterproof, weatherproof jackets on. Mine was pink, yours was orange. We get to the very top. Well, Mike's up there before me, so he wants to take some photos and stuff, and I'm just having that little rest you saw down the bottom. I get to that last bit, to the top, and do you think I could find him anywhere? He had taken off his orange jacket because he was hot again, and he was simply just standing there in black, and along with 20-30 other people on the rock, all wearing black. I couldn't find you. I'm like, did you fall off the mountain? What have you done?
Looking for somebody wearing orange.
Yeah, I was looking for someone wearing orange and I couldn't find you. I was mad.
Did you go to some other guy? And
I did. I was like, oh. That's so funny. Anyway, I found you in the end, but I was freaking
hilarious.
Oh, hilarious. My favourite part. I could have stayed here all day.
That's when the wind starts picking up. As the sun goes up.
That's so cool with all that cloud below us.
Yeah.
My bag was just full of clothes and water.
Yeah, because you leave half your stuff back at the camp.
Yeah.
So you only need what you need for the morning
Yeah.
to take up.
Water, some goo gels.
Don't take everything because you're going to return there.
Yeah. And you need something to put all your clothes in. Oh my god, I was so tired. I did not sleep at all. So when you're in this place, you are actually in like a dorm style room. So there was actually 4 of us in our room. So there's 2 girls and Mike and myself in bunk beds, and I did not sleep at all.
I kept waking up as well, but I think I was just excited.
You were excited. I did not sleep. It was like I just literally was listening to people snoring, walking up and down the hallway, going to the bathroom.
Yeah, but we went to bed at like 7:30.
Because we had to be up at 1.
Yeah, have breakfast, and then we left at 2:15.
Yeah.
So.
But we didn't go to bed at 7:30. I think we went to bed at like 8:15 or something like that, and then just basically I just laid there going, I can't sleep. I was so tired. A day of walking.
Those girls next to us have sleeping tablets.
I was worried they were going to die because they had a bit of altitude sickness, and the last thing that they say for you to do if you have altitude sickness is to take sleeping tablets because you know your respiratory is already like low. So I was worried about them. No sleep. I was so tired. I was really looking forward to the return because I thought this is the perfect time to really enjoy everything.
Take it all in. Yep.
And take it all in.
I think we were so tired.
We were tired, and then we wanted to catch that shuttle, so then we suddenly got rushed a bit at the last 30 minutes to hurry along. But gosh, that was so fun. Going down was harder than going up.
Going down
it was harder on the body.
Smashes your knees and your legs.
Yeah. I wish I had brought my knee sleeves from training with me as extra support for my knees. I've never ever had knee problems my whole life, but by the time we got down and got to the resort that we were staying at for the night, my knees had swollen up, and they've had intermittent issues for about 9 months after. Meanwhile, I've got 2 bulging discs, has had no problems whatsoever and bounded up and down the hill and had a great time. Yeah, that was so much fun. We want to do this again. Via Ferrata.
Yeah, when we're allowed to travel again, we will return to KK as soon as possible. Really, because we want to climb the mountain again.
Yeah, we love Malaysia and we absolutely love this mountain. We try not to do a lot of things twice because there's so many things to see. You know, you don't want to take away from the first experience, but I think we could go back there and do the Via Ferrata, which is a different way back down.
Come back down, yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun. I think, as long as my knees don't give up. Nah, that'll be fun. Cool.
What about...
Oh, we had some last questions.
Oh,
Yeah, let's go through this. So, Shibun, you asked us if we had any package recommendations. We actually used Amazing Borneo to climb, who organised the climb for us. So we'll put a link for them down below as well, and you can check them out.
yeah, they're awesome. They're good.
Somebody who logged in as BM said, how far in advance did you book? You booked in January, didn't you? And then we climbed in April.
Yeah. I think it was about 3 months.
Yeah. So also recommend that if you are looking at when to climb, check the weather. So we were specific that we were climbing when it was not the monsoon season. So we had very mild, great weather for climbing, and we climbed April 23rd.
I reckon April, May, June.
Yeah.
But later in the year, I mean, we've seen a lot of these videos and pictures that it's just pouring with rain.
Yeah.
You're going to get cold, wet. You're not going to get good photos. Well, you get interesting photos, but not good ones.
I think the thing that you have to worry about is, because I know one of the guys who messaged me on here asking me questions, I said, oh, well, if you're climbing, let us know how you go, Darren. And he did the climb, and unfortunately the weather was bad, so the summit was closed. So he went all the way and he didn't get quite to the top. So, we feel for you. So if you want a good trip, make sure you think through that. Manuk Boyo said, can we build a tent there? Because it's a national park and you're required to have a guided climb, it was part of the package to stay at Laban Rata. I don't believe there's any camping.
No, I think they need to know where everybody is.
Yeah, for safety. Because when we climbed, only 100 people were allowed a day on the mountain for safety's sake. Right? Yeah. Keith Winslet, literally like an hour ago, messaged us and asked us about how much we looked like we spent on the package, the guide, and the clothing. So the package we got, I can't remember what we paid, and exchange rates change obviously from different country. If you go to the Amazing Borneo website, you can see what they would charge.
And different times of the year as well.
Yeah. We did the 1 night, 2 day package, and we would recommend the 2 night, 3 day package where you actually spend the night before in KK Park and start acclimatizing before the climb. Also saves you that 2.5 hours at the beginning.
Yeah, and on the way down, I would have probably stayed in KK Park somewhere again,
if possible.
Yeah, just to we had sat in a van to go back down to
Guyana Marine Resort for another 2.5 hours.
We slept the whole way, and it's just I'd rather come down the mountain and just go straight into my room or whatever, just to relax
and think about what an amazing time we had before moving on to
but now we know for next time.
Yeah, that's right. So in terms of costing, Keith, if you look in the Amazing Borneo site and you choose which package you want, everything was included, the food and the guide. We did, however, tip our guide. For his time, Josley was like...
Oh, he was definitely worth it.
He was worth it. He chatted to us. He gave us some privacy, so we enjoyed the walk on our own, but then at times he came and just like chatted with us, talked to us, made sure we're okay. Mike was faster, I was a bit slower, so he'd check in on me to make sure I was all right. And outside of that, in terms of costing, obviously flights to get there and clothing. Now, we've not hiked before, so we actually had to buy everything. Shoes, pants, I didn't have any thermal gear. We didn't have rain jackets. The only thing I
Yeah,
had,
the shoes, the torches, and
the torches, the
Yep.
gloves. The only thing I had was my beanie. That was and my t-shirt. That was it. So, you know, you probably have to work that out a bit more. We could actually maybe do another video at some point and actually list out all the gear that we purchased. That
yeah,
might help.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that. Oh yeah. So Rebecca asked us a question around gear, but you can't remember if it was clothing gear or equipment gear.
Yeah, I forgot.
If it's clothing, we'll do another like video or something about what we brought with us. And if it's in terms of like photography equipment, then
Pretty sure it was photography equipment and what to bring.
yeah, we covered that in this here today. Last question. Carmen Chung asked if I was from New Zealand. No, I'm not. Mike's from New Zealand.
I'm from New Zealand.
Yeah, I actually was born and I grew up in Malaysia, and I came to Australia when I was 13 years old. So, yeah, definitely not in New Zealand, but maybe if I was hanging around him for so long, I've got some of his accent.
Oh, I can't even understand myself.
Anyway, we hope you enjoyed this. We hope you got something out of it. It was so much fun.
Yeah, it was good. We can't wait to get back.
Yes, let's travel some more. Oh, my goodness, yes. If you have any recommendations of where we can go back to Malaysia, or areas we can climb, or just fun things to do, please drop us a comment and let us know.
Even if your hometown has something interesting to make a video about or a movie,
Yeah. Well, I'm just
we'd love to know,
collecting.
because there's always something new that we just don't know where it is.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, you can only Google so much. So if you have locals who know what's good and what to do, we're actually like taking notes and would love to come and film that as well.
As soon as this travel ban ends, we'll be back in Malaysia for sure.
Yeah,
So-
guaranteed. I have family there, so we want to.
Oh, we'll be back for sure.
Yeah.
In Western Australia.
Oh, so what we're looking at doing in the meantime is we're currently our ban here due to coronavirus is we can only travel within Western Australia. We can't even leave the Western Australian border currently. So what we're planning on doing is just lots of little trips and exploring the whole state. I know that we have a lot of visitors from Malaysia. A lot of you guys watching are from Malaysia. And if there is somewhere you would like us to go and find out about, so when you can come to WA, you know what to do and where to go. If there's something you would like for us to go and film, let us know and we will go and do it.
Could be somewhere in Perth or Broome or wherever in WA. We'll go there if you can.
Down south,
Give us some
Margaret
ideas.
River, across to Rottnest, the Fremantle Prison, up to Bunky Maya with the dolphins, into,
It's a big state, so there's a lot of places we can go.
Yeah, let us know if there's anything you're interested in. Drop us a comment. Please like and subscribe.
Yes.
We're also on Instagram. Check us out there. We do post some of our travels. We try and keep that more for our travel stuff. And yeah, let's just fingers crossed we can start traveling again soon. Thanks for watching.
See ya.
Bye.
Oh, down there. Oh, down there. Oh, down there. Some of them coming up and some are going down already. We want to stay and enjoy the view a bit more. Check out all those clouds that are underneath the mountain below us. Pretty awesome. So exciting. So nice up here.
This thing's gonna crumble. Look at the top of that. Where we were. That loose rock. Yeah.
Mike thought this hike was super easy. Me, not so much. It's been kind of tough, but you know, I'm glad I did it.
That was good.
Bring lots of water.
Yeah, lots of water.
Well, descending is a lot easier than yesterday's ascent. What do you think? A bit slippery though, today's raining, everything's wet, but I still think it's easier than yesterday.
Instead it was hard because we started out fast.
Yeah, we got pushed along with all the groups.
Get out
who
of
were-
breath quick within the
Yeah.
first K.
Yeah,
Start slow.
yeah. They get you out of breath, and it's hard to catch up afterwards. So stick to your own pace, stick slow.
Yeah.
Start slow. You can always hurry up, but don't hurry, lose your breath, and then you're playing catch up in altitude.